am so honored to be here today. Thank you so very much for inviting me. I am Dr. Uwa Onyoha Osimiri. I am from the eastern part of Nigeria. I'm from a small village called Nkuru. Nkuru is made up of 8 villages, and my father was a king of one of those villages, and I'm a chief of that village. I am so excited about the Nwalota project. The interesting thing about the Nwalota project is it's an acronym. The acronym is Nigeria Welcomes Africans Living Outside of the Continent of Africa. And it just so happens that we weren't really thinking about what the acronym stands for in terms of the Igbo language. But it turns out that it means Nwalota, children come home. And the individuals that we're mainly targeting are the African American population. Why is that important? When you look at Africa and those individuals who are taking advantage of what Africa has to offer, majority are not African Americans. Majority are not diasporan Africans. Majority of them are Chinese. Majority of them are from Europe and what have you. It is said that in 2050, Nigeria in particular is going to be one of the 3rd largest economies in the world. What does that mean? This is where everyone is going to be going. As a matter of fact, Lagos, Nigeria, is slated to become the business hub of the world. And I look at who's there, who's coming to take advantage of that. And I don't see too many of our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the diasporan Africans. When you look at the land that's being given away, the land is being given away to foreigners. My take of the whole thing is that the African Americans are descendants of Africa. Many Nigerian ancestors are now have descendants here in the United States. And as far as I'm concerned, just the fact that you were not born in Nigeria doesn't stop making you a Nigerian, because your ancestors were from Nigeria. My children were not born in Nigeria, but then they are still, because I'm Nigerian, they are Nigerian. If anybody is entitled to that land, it should be the descendants of our ancestors. The Nwalota project seeks not to make African Americans guests in Nigeria, but to make you become members of the community. We have a process called the age grade system, initiation into the age grade. When you're initiated into the age grade, that entitles you to membership in the community that initiated you. And that means the land that they gave you just like the last speaker said, by the elders, becomes legitimate only because you're now part of that village. So what we're doing with Nwalota project is to bring you home, not as visitors, but to take you to the different local governments, initiate you through the age grade system, so you become a part of the community and now be prepared to take advantage of what the community has to offer. There is an Igbo Nigerian proverb that says, I'm going to say that again. The lizard fell from the Iroko tree and slams its back on the ground and looks around to see who has something positive about what he has just achieved. But nobody, not the other animals, nobody said, oh wow, what a wonderful job you've done. So the lizard decided, well, I am going to praise myself. I'm going to talk about this awesome feat falling all the way from that Iroko tree down. I have achieved something. What we're trying to do is praise Nigeria for the opportunities and the good that it has available for you. Not for you to come and see this and see that and go home. No, for you to become part of the community. Nigeria has so much to offer. And, sometimes we get a little tangled with the economic opportunities and technological know-how that we can bring. But if you want to come to Nigeria, it is an adventure. You come with that adventurous mindset. Because when you come in with that, you're going to find right there some of what you can do, some of the needs that are there that you can fill. You see, you find a need and you fill it. That's how you make your money. If you come in there with a preconceived notion, this is what these people have, a lot of times it doesn't work because it doesn't connect you with the people and what their needs are. So through the Nwanato Project, we want you to come and enjoy Nigerian culture. The Agungu Festival, one of the biggest festivals in Nigeria, the New Yam Festival, the textiles, the colorful people, the kindness of the people, the food, name it. We want you to be a part of that. And then when you become a part of that, you start assessing all the opportunities that are there. But see, what's incredible is that the people begin to like you for not just coming with your thing, because a lot of people have all these wonderful ideas, what they think the people need. But you come in there and get engaged with the community. You get engaged with the local government, with the government. You ask them questions. We're going to have, when we travel, we are going to have a session in a place called Umahia, where we're going to meet people from all the different sectors. They'll talk to you. And you tell them what you can do based on what their needs are. This is how they support your program. You become a part of the community. I find that to be the case here in America. For me to get anything going, really going, I need to be a part of the community, and I've tried to do that over the years. The Nwanato Project is going to be an exciting red carpet event. We're expecting the communities to roll out the red carpet for all our participants. It was slated for this year, August 2017, but we moved it to 2018 because there's some other things that we want to have in place. Some of them have fallen into place. So now we are prepared for August of 2018. We want you to come to Nigeria as our brothers and sisters that we lost. There's another proverb that we say, that means when you have something and you lose it, you can never get rich. African Americans are our brothers and sisters. We want them back. Now, some of you may go and choose not to stay. That's not the point. The point of the matter is you can be a part of the growth. That 2050 assessment, you could be a part of that. The third largest economy in the world is going to be Nigeria in 2050. Are you going to be a part of it? The way to be a part of it is not wait till then. The way to be a part of it is to be there right now. Not only are you going to have a wonderful experience going to Nigeria and meeting the people. And when I say meeting the people, I don't mean just the government. They're going to be a part of it. But I want you to go into the villages and meet the villagers. These are your potential customers. The Africans, the Nigerians are very passionate people. When they do anything, they go over. One of the things that Nigeria is looking for right now is to make tourism, as a matter is part of our constitution, that tourism must now become a part of how Nigeria makes money. And as a matter of fact, by doing that, by bringing people to come to Nigeria, exposing them to the Nigerian experience, to the culture, you also, as a tourist, you can spend your money. And you spend your money, it encourages the artisans to be a little bit more productive because you're there to buy from them. We want you to learn a little bit more about Nigeria beyond some of the negativity. You see, I always tell people, don't pay too much attention to the negativity that you hear about any place that you want to go into, because for the most part, there's a reason for it. The less of you that are there or are going, the more opportunity for other people. Nigeria has some challenges, but I want you to remember, it's only 57 years old. 57 years old. And like that lizard, we have a lot to be proud of, even if we don't get credit for it. But we want you to come and see for yourself. Come and see the effort Nigeria has made thus far, in spite of some of the other challenges. I mean, I live in America, and I see some challenges. America does not promote the poverty. It doesn't promote the racial tensions. It doesn't promote anything negative other than the economic opulence and technological know-how and all the opportunities. That's how you market a country. That's what the country is about. The opportunities there. The challenges will always be there. But that should not be a deterrent to go anywhere. Because if that was the case, why is everybody coming to America? America has challenges. Britain has challenges. Anywhere in the world, there are challenges. But those who are in charge of addressing those challenges are doing it. For my part, I have taken so many people to Africa over the years, and none of them have ever come back and regretted it. They've always had a wonderful experience, because my goal is always to change attitudes about Nigeria and also to bring African Americans home so they can revisit something that used to be theirs and see that there are opportunities there that they can take advantage of. Nwalota Project, again, is when you come, you are going to be introduced to the national, to the local, to the states. You are going to be a part of this tourism that's going to shape how Nigeria is viewed. I want you to be able to come, and when you come, you leave and it's like, wow. When you come, as a matter of fact, some of the concerns that some people have raised with me is, well, if you're giving land, how do we know the land belongs to us? One of the things that we do is that we have attorneys there with us. We have attorneys there with us. And these attorneys, they have the knowledge about land ownership, and they'll talk to you about it. Remember, the land, you're not paying anything for it. We're feeling, our sentiment is that it belongs to you. But we want you to do something with it, because if you do something with it, you help the local government, you help the people, and there is such an abundance of human resources. There's an abundance of mineral resources. But I don't want other people to keep taking advantage of all of that, and you're not. So the Nwalota Project is devoted. We're excited. We have individuals signing up to go to Nigeria. Again, it's August 2018. We want as many of you as who are interested in going to go.
Dr. Uwa?
Yeah.
Give thanks for the beautiful introduction and sharing of the Nwalota Project.
Yeah.
There are a few people that have some questions. So I would like for you to, if you were still going to finish a statement, and then I can take the question and unmute their microphone for them to ask you.
Oh, yes, I'm ready to answer the questions.
Okay, wonderful. Olasanya, I'm going to unmute your microphone. Go ahead with your question.
Oh, thank you. Give praise to Dr. Uwa.
Yes.
This is Olasanya. She Alafiani.
She Alafiani.
I had a question. I have several friends from Nigeria. One of my buddies, he's there right now. His name is Joe Akupe. Mm-hmm. He's a ophthalmologist here in Dallas, but also he travels throughout the world, and also he has a compound and like a housing project in Abuja. As far as land and property, you are one of the few sisters, I may say, from the continent of West Africa, Nigeria, that's actually reaching out to a lot of African Americans that this project is greatly needed. I mean, the time is now, the harvest is right.
Yes.
And I thank you for participating in what we're doing and what the community has for to listen to. I mean, you're a great asset to us right now, because the question was for a lot of African Americans: are we I hear people saying, "Oh, we accept it back home," and I was always have to grit my teeth and everything and say, "Listen, if you just make the effort, if you make 2 steps, your brother and sister will make another 4 steps for you."
That's right.
And there's land set aside, like we always hear the notion about Ghana, because Ghana has a long time, back 20 years of saying that you can own land in Ghana. Because the Ghanaian government was saying you can own land, but you can't, you can, I think it's say you can lease it, but you don't really own it. The lease lasts for 100 years. I don't know if brother DJ he probably can answer that more than I can. But I know that on the continent of Ghana, this has been told. Nigeria, I would love to actually get a project going in Nigeria. I have several different projects as well as far as agriculture and stability of health that I want to implement as far as natural alternative medicine and also natural wellness, so forth. But where would be, my question is really, where would be some of the land that's been occupied for those who want to come back?
Well, and this is what the Nwalota project is about, all right? We want you to go to different local governments. They're all expecting you. So let's say, for instance, we go to Enugu, okay? Some of you who go to Enugu will be initiated into their age grade system. So the land you get will be from Enugu because you have been initiated into that. Some of you may be in Omahia, in Calabar, in Owerri, all the different local governments. So I'm not saying to you that, oh, there's this land just sitting there set aside for you. I'm saying to you, however, when you come and you're introduced to the local government officials, to the king of the village, then it's at that point they'll say to you, well, this is what we have available for you.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they need to see you. They need to talk to you. They need to touch you. They want to touch your feet. They want to wash your feet and put it on the ground. I said, now you're home. Now this is what we've got. Do with it what you may.
Yes.
That whole attitude of, you're leasing. We're leasing air for as long as we're alive. We're only here for so many years. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if somebody tells you 99 years, well, then it passes over to your child, your grandchild. It keeps going on and on and on. It doesn't stop because you're no longer here.
Yes.
It's passed over to you. But you see, they are individuals who are making so much money investing in these properties, these lands, and building and starting warehouses. They are such people. If you look at you said something about growing, if I'm not mistaken, some health related, pardon?
Natural medicines and so forth.
Okay.
There's been a lot of stuff on the market.
Yes.
That grow only a vital soil like Africa itself. There's a lot of. I have found research for information on for diabetes, for cancer. I have all kind of information, tropical-wise fruits and vegetables and herbs that will grow on the continent. As far as my extended travels, I even found almost a cure for malaria. It's called moringa.
About that. And let me say this to you. There are some herbs that the Chinese who have come to my part of Nigeria have harvested down. They've harvested it, they've packaged it, and not only are the locals buying it, but they are shipping it abroad.
Yeah.
Okay? And it grows right by the riverfront.
Yeah.
Where we're not doing anything with it, they know what's in it.
Exactly.
It helps with a poison ivy.
Exactly.
Right? It's a medication, and the weird thing about it is that wherever the poison ivy is, that particular medicine is right there. So they know exactly where to go and find it. They're packaging it and we're buying it. They know where everything is. So anyway, to make a long story short, I'm saying to the African Americans, take advantage of the fact that, first of all, don't go to Nigeria or anywhere that you don't know anyone. If your objective is to be a part of the community, don't just show up there.
Exactly.
Be a part of something like what we're talking about, the One Lota Project. We introduce you to not only, everything that makes us African. We introduce you to our spirituality, which is unfortunately very much sidelined, but that is the core of the being of the African is wrapped around his spirituality. But we don't talk about those things. You need to go and see the people who are still holding on to the culture of their people because they understand what's important. They want to share that with you. You're going to meet the original, what we call DBS, the original spiritualists. You're going to meet all of them. They are going to be lined up they're already registering to meet you. We want you to see the authentic Africa, what belonged to you. Take from it what you may.
I got my bags already packed.
All right, now it's time to go.
You do awesome. Well, hold on one moment. I think this is. I want to give Dr. Ua an opportunity to share how people can continue to stay in touch with her as we are coming up on our 3:00 session with the Mazimoyos around healing oppression's wounds. I would love for her to share the best way for people to stay in contact with her and to continue this conversation, although we are limited today. What I'm thinking of doing is during the times where we do not have presentations scheduled, we may just leave this chat room open for people to just come in and out later on in the day. It will not be moderated. It will only be moderated during a time where we will be there. But Dr. Ua, thanks. Thank you so much. You always have such wisdom. If you all did not know, she is amazing. All of our presenters are amazing, and we give thanks for them. But seeing her and meeting with her and having her be a part of the Black Sustainability Summit last year and to come back again, she is working on so many amazing projects. The American Women's Economic Consortium in Walata, it is so beautiful and so inspiring, and we just give thanks for you. Before we pass it forward to the next presenters, I want to know if anybody else has any questions so that they can get them out within the next about 2 minutes. I told people I'm unmuting their microphones and we'll allow you all to ask some questions this go round. Okay, go ahead.
This is Eracy. What is the first step in being a part of your project?
It's it's $1,400 to go. That covers your flight, covers your feeding, covers your housing for 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not 1,400. I beg your pardon. It's 3,400. Oh my. I'm sorry. It's $3,400. But
and how long?
Which is not bad considering some of these trips are like $7,000.
Right. And how long are you there for?
2 weeks.
Okay. And everything is on the website, all the information?
Yeah. The One Lota, it's African Continental Centers.
And it's at the end of your presentation. When you go to the summit, you can watch the presentation. It's also written there. In case you need to connect there as well.
It's the African International Centers.org. African International Centers.org. All information is there, how to register and all of that. Then never mind that it says 2017. We're changing, my graphics designer is out of state till Tuesday. So you can change the date, the date itself. But you can register there anyway.
Okay.
Give thanks. Is there anyone else that has a question? All of your microphones are unmuted unless you remuted them.
So the trip itself is about maybe just to flight alone is probably like, say, $1,300.
The flight is $1,400. The flight. Everything else covers everything. You don't have to worry about food and all of that. It's always good to bring a little money, in case you want to buy,
Exactly.
Yeah, but what we want to make sure is that covers all your needs while you're there.
And you're also taking people to multiple spaces. I think I was sharing the screen a little bit earlier, a part of the presentation, if you all can see it, for all of the places that this will be taking you, the journey will be taking you. I think you had them all listed.
Yes, it's listed there. That we're going to add some more things because we have new people just jumping in to be a part of the planning committee. It's great. It's going crazy. So we're adding more and more exciting things to it. So we'll keep adding to the website. Yeah.
Okay. And we have another question that just came through. Let's see. Oh no, somebody posted in the chat the link for AfricanInternationalCenters.org. Does anyone have any other questions before we open it up for our next presenters? It is 3:01, and we want to be respectful of their time. The Mazi Moyos.
So when is she on tour? Can she come to Dallas?
Yes, I can. Really, I do quite a bit of traveling when I'm invited.
Yeah. Well, in Dallas we have a large egg bag association down here in the Dallas County.
Send the invitation and accommodation, and I'm there.
Contact information.
Yeah, this is Eracy. We have the African Chamber of Commerce of DFW, and we're going to be inviting you.
Well, let me call. I'll call you back later on.
I will be more than honored.
Order these shirts.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, do that. All right, later.
Okay.
All right. I hear some other people speaking, but I don't know if it was just feedback. We want to give thanks again, Dr. Uwa. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Yes. And you all have her contact information, how to reach her. The website is there. Please watch the video if you have not done so. It is beautifully done. She gave a lot of information, and she also talks about traditional spiritual systems in the presentation as well. Very briefly, so I would like to encourage everybody, if you watched it, watch it again. If you have not seen it yet, please watch it. I'm going to go ahead and turn over the host permissions to I think Brother Elisha Hall is going to be moderating this next session. I'm going to have to jump off and get some provisions for me to eat. But we give thanks for everyone. If you want to stay on, you can stay on. This will continue running.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.